If you are a busy professional who travels a lot for work and you're trying to maintain your health and fitness while you're away on travel, check this video out. Common question that I get from my clients is, how do I stay on track with my fitness routine when I have travel on my schedule? So when you travel, you don't always have access to a gym, you don't always have access to equipment. Now, typically, travel is gonna last you about 3 to 4 days, okay? Depending on what type of travel that you're doing. Sometimes it could be longer, it could be for a week, but let's just use that 3 to 4 day window. One thing that I always tell my clients is, before you go on travel, make sure that you hit all of your workouts before you go on travel, and make sure that your nutrition is extremely on point before you go on travel. Now, one thing that you could do to ensure that you're gonna have some level of equipment when you do go on travel is you can bring a resistance band, you can bring a mini band, you can bring a pair of sliders, you can bring a jump rope, anything small that's gonna fit into your suitcase that's gonna promote movement. Now, since you're on vacation or you're traveling, I'm not expecting for fitness to be your top priority, but I do want it to be something that you're thinking about doing before your day gets started. And here's the thing about it. When it comes to being on travel, you don't need a gym. You just need movement. So what I mean by that is just needing movement is body weight exercises are just fine. You can still squat, you can do push-ups, you can do lunges, you can do planks, you can do core exercises. There's so many things that you could do to just naturally move your body. And that's gonna be the one thing that's gonna help you stay on track when you are away on travel. Now, it doesn't have to be the 45-minute workout that you always have, but understanding that making movement a priority even while you're away is going to also instill within you some really good habits of consistency that no matter where you're at, you're still gonna make your health and your fitness a priority. And typically, if you're traveling, you're doing a lot of sightseeing. So what I always tell my clients is, make sure that you're just doing enough cardio. If you know that on one morning that you're gonna be walking over 5 or 6 miles throughout the entire day, well, maybe you don't need to do any type of physical activity that morning, because throughout the entire day, you're gonna be getting over 10,000 steps. So I would also say your travel and your movement really also depends on the walkability and the level of walking that you're gonna be doing, because you might find that you're gonna be getting over 10,000 steps for your day, and therefore you don't always have to prioritize a workout for that day. When you're traveling, I will say that you also have to make sure that you're scheduling your workouts or your movement into your day, because if not, the travel is going to be the travel, and before you know it, your 3 or 4 days have went by, you didn't get any movement in. Now you have to get yourself back ramped up and going for that workout on Monday morning. You're finding that it's harder, and you might find that it could take you another week just to get the wheels turning again. So movement and activity when you're traveling is simply just to keep you consistent and keep you accountable on what your goals are. So therefore, when the time does come where you need to get back on the horse and get back moving again, it's a whole lot easier, and you don't feel like you're at a deficit. If anything, you feel like you maintain, maybe you made a little progress while you were away, but you didn't lose any progress. If you are struggling to stay consistent with your workouts, especially when it comes to travel, I would love to be someone that can help you out. Please just shoot me a DM, let's have a conversation, and let's come up with a solution in a way that you can also stay consistent with your health and your fitness when you're away on travel.